悪霊退散。
On this channel, we've been talking a lot, and I mean a lot, about who the final DLC character is, and not only that, who every single character was going to be. We did a lot of speculating about who Lydia will be, who Heihachi will be. We thought it was Marduk at one point. We were surprised, and Harada dropped the Heihachi on us, right? You have this hint from Harada that we're still trying to figure out. Let me pull it up. So Harada, a couple of months ago, he teased what the final character will be. He says hamster is winter. Now, the most recent theory that I've seen about who the hamster can be, it says Siberian hamsters lose half their weight each winter, right? And then this is kind of pointed to Bob, Slim Bob, because Bob, loses his weight and then he shows up as Slim Bob. You have all different kind of references throughout Tekken 8, right? So this is someone who's trying to connect the dots to the final character being Bob. You can connect the dots to the final character being Fakaram, Reina, or Devil Reina, Kazumi. We have these ideas, like I did a poll, will it be a returning character, a new character, or a guest character? And when you look at this, it has 13,000 votes, and a lot of people think that the final character, 51%, will be a guest character, right? So we have been working very hard to try to figure out who this final character is. And now this created a different discussion that we kind of had on the channel, where I was asking 3 months ago, this is kind of around the time where they surprised us with Heihachi instead of Marduk. I was saying, should Tekken reveal the DLC all at once like Street Fighter 6 or one at a time? Now, this is something that Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat both do. They did it for 2 seasons now, where instead of revealing one at a time, they just do it all at once, and you either like it or you don't like it, right? Now, I was saying that Tekken 8 should do the same thing because it's just so much better for the consumer. Like, if we look at the top comment on this. It says, so y'all just want to spend $30 to $40 on a season pass and not know what you're buying for, right? That's the major reason that a lot of people wanted Tekken 8 to do all at once. And that's the same reason why people push Street Fighter to do all at once, is because people just got tired of waiting. Let's see if my character is here, but then also spending money on it in hopes of it being there. Now, like I said, I asked the question, will Tekken 8 continue to do this, or will they continue to do one at a time? And it was looking like they were probably going to continue to do one at a time until Steam steps in. Steam steps in and changes the course of history, not only for Tekken 8, but for every video game on the planet. This person tweets out, it has 1 million views at the time recording, 43,000 likes, 4,500 retweets. This is a massive post. One of the most customer friendly moves of the decade. Steam will now require games that offer a season pass to list exactly what will be included and release dates. And if DLCs is not delivered, then a partial refund for the unreleased DLC. Now, before we read the actual screenshot of what Steam is saying, this is incredible. If you think about it, literally everything that Tekken 8 has been doing and Tekken 7 has been doing, all of that stuff will like be forever changed. The stage not being part of the battle pass. Now we're going to know at the beginning how many stages, what kind of stages, what characters, like, items. They're gonna have to know it all. And this is something too, is like the way that Tekken builds their DLC one at a time. Like, they said they started working on Heihachi in 2023, right? Which could mean that they started to work on the final character a little bit later, maybe even 24. So the point that I'm making is that they have to announce everything that's going to be in the season pass. But at the time of creating these season passes, do they even know what characters they're doing? Like, how long it takes to create 4 characters and a whole stage? While they're working on character number 1, let's say Eddie, for example, do they know that they're going to do the 4th and final character? I mean, if they didn't back then, now they will need to. That's huge. So the actual screenshot says season pass roadmap description. Overview. Season passes are a purchasable item of DLC with a promise of future content to be delivered to those customers, either as separate DLC releases or additional content unlocked within the game. To make this commitment, developers must describe each of the major content delivery dates and contents to the players by entering each content below. So they're talking about the delivery dates. So this sounds like they must also give us release dates as well, because that's something that we also have to speculate about. We have to speculate on who the character is, when the trailer is going to be shown, when the character will release. This is all things we have to guess. And yes, you know, me as a content creator, I can make videos about all of it and it's easy peasy. It's just free content waiting to be made. But really, when you talk about like the progression of the game and players like just frustrated, spending money, feeling robbed after, like, this is the best thing that you could do. Use the general about this DLC section above to describe the season pass in general, while using the content delivery dates below to specific individual content releases. When you're ready to tell players you have released content in the season pass, use the marked release date option below and follow the instructions. So something that I was just thinking about, there will be companies who try to escape around this, and I was thinking, what if there's a way to escape around this, where instead of grouping all your characters together in one season pass, what if they just don't do a season pass anymore and they just reveal all the characters one at a time, and then they did a season pass at the end, right? So let's say there was no season pass for Tekken 8 season 1, and you could either buy Eddie separately, Lydia separately, Heihachi, and a final character. But then at the end of the season pass, what if they then say, okay, we're going to bundle all these characters together, the stages included? I wonder if something like that will be a way to go around this, because this being applied on every video game company that wants to work on Steam, you have to imagine someone's going to try to, you know, skirt around this, whether it's Bandai Namco, EA, Activision, Take-Two, someone's going to do it, Ubisoft. So this person says they have no problem calling out bad practices either. If you're considering offering a season pass for your game, it's a good idea to think about what are the customers benefit to buying the season pass. In exchange for buying the season pass up front, a customer might benefit from a lower overall price on all content, or extra content thrown in for free without a benefit. Customers won't have much incentive to purchase a season pass. Holy smokes. It goes on to say, only Valve could get away with talking to developers like this, demanding the season passes be viewed correctly as commitment to the players. By offering season passes, you are promising future content in the process of launching a season pass. You will be asking them to commit to a launch time for each content releases in the season pass. The launch timing is a commitment for both customers and Steam. If you are ready to clearly communicate about the content included in each DLC and when the DLC will be ready to launch, you shouldn't offer a season pass on Steam. So don't do it. If you're not ready, if you can't do it, then don't do it. And Steam has so much leverage in the gaming industry. Every day, more and more people switch over to PC. And what that means is more people switch over to Steam. You do have like Epic launchers and stuff like that, Rockstar launcher and stuff like that. But Steam is king, especially with making rules like this. The player base will forever love them. That is going to change everything. The landscape of gaming will never be the same. Holy smokes.